Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your homework video answer key for homework packet number 11. This is going to be due on Friday, 2 days from now. Here are your reference materials to use, especially with vertex form. Standard form is going to be used next week, but this is super important. Your vertex form equation, where your h and your k are your vertex point, and your x and your y are just a point on the parabola, or a point on the quadratic equation. So it says find the quadratic function with the given vertex and a point. So here's my vertex, my h and my k, and goes through the point 0, -1. That's my x, y. First thing is label my parts. X and y is my point, 0 and -1. My h and k is 1, -2. Now I substitute in my values into the vertex form equation to solve for a. My y is -1, my x is 0, h is 1, my k is -2. And now I follow order of operations, PEMDAS. My parentheses come first. 0 minus 1 is -1. Plus -2 just means subtract. Taking care of my parentheses, now I do my exponents. -1 squared is -1 times -1, which is +1. Do I need to put the +1 in front of the a, the coefficient, if it's just a 1? No. So this becomes a minus 2. Order of operations says that I need to do the inverse of a -2 in order to isolate my a, which means I add 2 on the left side as well. This becomes 1 equals a. Step 3 says to substitute in a, h, and k back into the vertex form equation. A is 1, h is 1, and k is -2. If I were to rewrite this to be more accurate, this would be f of x equals x minus 1 squared minus 2. There's my answer. I don't have any of the other steps for the other problems because I want you to be able to do them on your own. Vertex h and k goes through the point 4, -7, that's x, y. Label my parts. Doesn't matter if you do x, y, h, and k, whatever. Works best for you. 4, 7, -3, 2. My equation is y equals a x minus h squared plus k. My y is going to be 7. My x is 4. My h is -3. And my k is 2. So let's rewrite it. 7 equals a times 4 minus -3 squared plus 2. Now I take care of what's inside of my parentheses. 4 minus the -3 becomes 4 plus 3 because keep, change rule. 7 equals a times 7 squared plus 2. Now I've got to do my exponents. 7 squared is not 7 times 2. It's 7 times 7, which equals 49. 7 equals 49. Put that in front of the a plus 2. Order of operations. This is 5 equals 49a. Wow. All right. Divide each side by 49. Just feels like a weird number. I don't know why I picked this one. Okay. 5 over 49 equals a. How would I rewrite my equation? 5 over 49a. Oops. That is my a. Plugging in my a, my h, and my k. X minus, what's my h? -3. x minus a negative 3 is plus 3 squared. My k is plus 2. I'm going to let you do 3 on your own, doing the following steps. If you want to check your answer with me, you can, but I do want you to do number 3 on your own. It's the exact same steps as number 2 and number 1. I'm going to do number 4 because number 4 is just like what we did today, where we are given the graph instead of the equation. My very first step is I need to find my vertex. And then I need to find a point on the graph. Another point to use would be one of your x-intercepts or your y-intercept. I'm going to choose this one, 1, 0, because that one's easy. My vertex is at 2, 1. So now I'm going to set up my table. H, K, X, and Y. My H is going to be the X value of my vertex. My K is the Y value, so 2, 1. 1 is going to be my X. My Y is 0. So plugging it into my equation, Y equals A, X minus H squared plus K. My Y value is 0 equals A. My X is 1. My H is 2. My K is 1. I simplify in my parentheses first. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Now I simplify my exponent. Negative 1 squared is negative 1 times negative 1. That equals positive 1. So the coefficient in front of the A is just assumed to be 1, so I don't need to write the 1 in front of the A. Plus 1. One step here. Subtract 1 from both sides. A equals 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Rewriting my equation with A, H, and K, Y equals negative. I don't need to put the 1. As long as I have the negative, we assume that the coefficient is 1. X minus my H is 2, plus my K is 1. Oops. I want you to do number 5 on your own. Number 5 already gives you the vertex, and this is another good point to use. 4, 0, that'd be a good point to use. 0, negative 8 would be a good one to use, or 2, negative 8 would be a good one to use. So you'll set it up on your own. If you want to check your answer with me, you can check your answer with me. I'll have the work done on this key. Great work listening to this video, guys.